Hello everyone, Fenris here. Today we will going to do 101 Dalmatian Street fanfiction review. It is the first episode of it and hope you like it. Also, I am not going to spoil a story about it, so I will mostly tell my overall thoughts and the story. Anyhow, the first fanfiction we will review this time it's Dylan the Vampire 1 and 2, written by Plotting on fanfiction.net. If you've noticed, yes, I drew those covers for his fanfiction. Anyhow, let's start with the first part of this fanfiction. The story takes place in the events of before the Halloween coming up. Of course, Halloween party will appear in the future chapter as we read it to it. In the first chapter, Dylan drank some water for heat radiation before noticing Dante. Of course, Dante knowing well he had an old dream and Dylan dismissed it. Dylan saw the intruder and it was human. However, if he tried to, he ended up bitten by the vampire, which his name is Malek, in the neck, which it was really painful. Thankfully, Dawkins with the machine and Dante bringing the garlic, they get Malek out. Aristotle says Dylan's turning into a vampire, which of course is kinda harsh as vampires are well known that are bloodsuckers. There's a hope though. Two vampire hunters, Professor Van Hout the wolf dog and Sever the grey striped cat, despite the fact that it's profession to kill vampires, they both know how to break the vampirism of Dylan. There are other characters such as Countess Carassi and well-known Dracula. Of course, Dylan had to struggle with vampire traits such as being burned by the sun and his dark self, which of course wanted to harm his family. My thoughts about this fanfiction is that this was an actually good fanfiction. I really enjoyed the old premise and I enjoyed the grey area about vampires as well. Malik wasn't an interesting character for me, though there were a few instances that he's planning to bring an animal vampire, but that is just my opinion. I really do like Dawkins' character. Despite this being scared, he wanted to save his family and bring them back to his older self, which you can find out while reading it. There was also information about what happened to Delilah's previous husband. However, to avoid spoilers, I will suggest again reading it yourself. There were some grammar mistakes here and there, but overall it was good fanfiction. Now let's start with the sequel, which has 8 chapters more than the first. Sequel takes place 4 months ago after destroying Malek and also after the episode The Devil Wears Puppies. However, the remnants of the vampirism appear slowly on the land. Of course, Professor Van Hout reassured him that the remnants will stop appearing after 2 years. Of course, he still have to suffer the weaknesses that vampire has when they appear. Also, dogs find out after overhearing conversation with Dylan, who had nightmare again, and his siblings. Even watching the videos and pictures that were taken the night of Halloween. He was confused and shocked at first before their siblings explained to him. Doug of course forgave him because it wasn't Dylan's fault and he knew that he couldn't control in this situation. We also meet a new villain and this time it's vampire Dalmatian named Dakar, who's working in the same hospital as Delilah. Of course, after some chapters, there was a scene where Dawkins was attacked by the Dakar and had of course trauma after getting attacked by him. However, he was calmed down thanks to Liana's vampire lullaby, which deblocked the memories of the attack. Again, I will gonna leave the rest to you to read the story so that I won't spoil anything. Anyhow, what do I think about the sequel? I think it's still good as the first fanfiction made. There were some interesting ideas put in Dawkins' character since he's the author's favorite. We couldn't know about why Dawkins' doll, Princess Positron, was so important to him, as we could relate to him in any way. We also can see Demetrius at least are not going to prank Dylan with the vampire marks after what happened in Halloween party. It's a good character development to say at least. We also can find some interesting things that what happens after the vampirism is cured and also interesting powers of the vampires as we read on. I find Dakar a bit generic, similar to Malek, but at least he does some more action than the last villain did. Anyway, that's the thing I will say about those fanfictions, and my overall thoughts. It is my first time doing this, and I hope some people on YouTube will be inspired and try to review other 101 Dalmatian Street fanfictions, like my own 101 Ed Street, which is crossover of Ed and Eddie, and 101 Dalmatian Street. Hope you like it, let me know what you think in the comments down below, subscribe if you want more content like this, follow me on social medias, and I'll see you guys later.